Baby. Oh, Stella. Fiona, you were just so pretty. Why would you do that? Stella, she's just, I don't know. You can let her do it. It's fine. Don't shake it off near Mama. Please and thanks. Good morning. Oh, Fee, I don't want your love. Why would you put dirt on your face and come rub it on me? Okay. Good morning, y'all. I'm out watering, of course, before the day actually gets started, but I'm kind of in a funk this morning. I have to leave for a work trip tonight. And normally, like, they're a day or so and it's no big deal, but this is 3 days. During a heat wave of 120 heat index. And honestly, we just got done with family here and I haven't had time to like decompress. So I'm in a little bit of like a stressed out funk. It's been kind of go and I haven't had much true animal time, you know, the one-on-one time that I'm sorry, I'm spraying myself in the face on accident. The one-on-one time where you truly connect with them, and yes, you get their care done, yes, you get their feeding done, all of that, but like, you know, that time that is just like your therapy, your safe haven, your zen, your space. So I haven't had a lot of time to do that, and I have to turn around. My niece just left yesterday, and I have to turn around and leave today. So I'm in a little bit of a funk, but I also have to ask Lester to not only handle the normal things that he does and anything else that comes up. You know, this will be like 3 Thursdays in a row for him, but reverse. I have to ask him to handle my stuff too, and I know that he doesn't. This is bad. He doesn't have the same love of it as I do, so it's a job to him. And anytime that it's a job or a chore instead of just what you do, you kind of know it's probably not going to be the same. And that's not a dig at Lester or anyone else. It is simply that, well, it's just not it doesn't bring him joy, you know? So it's extra work on a time where it's already going to be pretty dang busy. So because of the heat index and the heat warnings right now, we're gonna have to step up from spraying everyone down once a day to at least twice, maybe 3. And that includes extra fly spray to keep them from having to use energy to swat that off, and really just extra nutrients on top of it. And at a time where we got a few sprinkles of rain last week and we're able to turn things a little bit green, it's all gonna burn right back out right now. So thanks for letting me vent. I thought that I would make this video. I just spit. I thought that I would make this video kind of showing y'all all of the things that have to be watered every day, how much water that it's gonna take because of how hot it's gonna get, and what time of day it has to happen. I know that's really boring, but really it's for Lester too. This is a how-to in case he forgets while I'm out. So I'll get it done today. He'll be responsible for tomorrow. And then the next day, as long as no flights are delayed or anything like that, I'll be able to come home and do it late. So here we go. You ready? Step 1, blueberries. Because they are planted, probably not the best place, around the bottom of a tree. The tree shares some of the water and well, there's a lot of roots here. So this has to be saturated every single morning. And yes, all of those little plants are also little berry trees that are gonna, berry bushes, whatever you say, that are gonna eventually become big. So we go all the way around. Here we go around the mulberry bush, except for these are blueberry bushes. Blueberry bushes. Okay, hold on, next up. Okay, next up, these hanging baskets are critical. They actually should get watered twice a day because it's so dry out. There's even some parts of them that have dried, and these are going to seed here in a little bit anyway. But still, regardless, if you can only do once a day, please do it first thing in the morning. And below here, I have zinnias that have seen better days. They got a little bit too crispy one day underneath the greenhouse light. Yeah, we got to put a shade cloth on before anything can even sit on this porch. And then I didn't water them that day. Big mistake. Anything in a pot, dear Lester, must have water. These are things you cannot skip. So this little setup here, these 2 lemon trees here, and this little setup here, soak it. Not just a sprinkle, soak them, please. These little rectangle pots, twice a day if you can, but if you can't, just one excellent soaking in the morning will be enough. Okay. This is Fig Row right here. It doesn't look like much. It froze this winter, so it all came back out of the ground because everything that was sticking out, even though I covered it, didn't survive. This is once a day because it's in ground. They don't look beautiful. I fully admit it. They don't look beautiful. I think that we're going to end up having to move these eventually, but regardless, if you could water them, that would be top notch. Okay, ignore the stacks of potting soil. Those are going to get used very soon in the greenhouse. This is my 5-in-1 plan, okay? It only needs water once a day, but it needs a pretty significant amount right here on this hill. It's starting to look better, and it's coming back. Next up, right over here, is my persimmon tree. Once a day for that lonely soul survivor. And ignore all the cinder blocks. Those 2 will be part of the garden outside the greenhouse. Hello, Fifi. Good morning, beautiful. How are you, pretty girl? Hi, Echo. Oh my, you been down at the pond with everyone else? Yes? Okay, we're showing Daddy how to do this job, okay? You gonna help Mama? Hi, buddy. You got a vet visit next week. You're so dirty, baby. You're so dirty. You're such a dirty boy. Yeah. Echo's kind of having a lazy morning. He partied all night. Okay, these right here in pots must get water, but they aren't as critical because they're in the shade. Please don't dig. Okay. They aren't as critical because they are on the north side of the house, so they don't receive very much sun at all. Okay, this part. This right here, these are all in pots. They're very shallow pots. They are on the north side, but if you're doing this, which I highly please do, baby. Oh, Stella. Fiona, you were just so pretty. Why would you do that? Stella, she's just, I don't know. You can let her do it. It's fine. Don't shake it off near Mama. Please and thanks. Good morning. Oh, Fee, I don't want your love. Why would you put dirt on your face and come rub it on me? So these, okay. Yes, please. Twice a day is great. Once a day will do. All of this in the front landscaping, all the way out to here. Please do that at least once. But if you hit it twice, I wouldn't be sad. Next up, these 3 hanging baskets once a day. They're underneath shelter, shade. They don't get a full day of sun, about 6 hours. These right here. The elephant ears have to be soaked. They actually need to be taken out and put into the ground eventually, but it's too hot to transfer them, so they're probably root bound already. So I've been doing it twice a day, but they'll survive with 1 because they're underneath. Baby, you are a hot mess right now, a hot mess. All of these just once. All of these just once. Again, that rule of anything in a pot kind of takes priority. It's a big, important deal. I know what you're all saying. You're tired already. You're sick of this. I'm going to do my best to get this into the ground. That is a plumeria. And it's getting really dried out, or I'll just move it under the shade. But regardless, it has to have water. That's got to have water. That's got to have water. This actually is incredibly resistant, but it's all good. We have 3 green stalks, babe. 3 that I usually fill at the top all the way. See, there's a little measuring thing right here. Just fill it all the way up with water, and then I give it a good spritz around the edges. It kind of gets out any bugs that are in there. Same thing with this one and that one. I know, you're tired. You're like, my God, this is such a long job. These 2 little plants right here, just a spritz of water there underneath. They won't, if you forget them, it's not a big deal. This one probably be okay too. And this one probably be okay too. Okay, I'm gonna go with 2 more things of must, and then I'll show you the if you get time section. This is all a must. Yes, it's a wreck. These are zinnias that are leggy, and I had to move them underneath the shade because they were frying out there. Some cauliflower. We got a menagerie of things here. Coffee plant, other flowers, some basil, some other flowers, desert cactus, or Texas, I don't know. That's a cactus of some sort. I can't remember the name of it. This is a Monstera plant that my mom got me, and really excited to be able to put that in the greenhouse after we get the shade cloth on. Okay, so this, please don't forget this, but it only needs once a day for those. These all just need once as well. Next up is the garden. A good, solid soaking. And there's nothing like super critical that you can't just spray it from the top, but do it in the evening if at all possible, and just soak it pretty good. I'll do it again today before I leave. It's the end of the year, okay, or the end of the season, and slowly look, I pulled out my dragon's egg cucumbers out last night, and I'm gonna chop those up and give them to the animals today. And yes, you can pick any tomatoes that you like for the ostriches. There should be more red tomorrow, but they are definitely around. Look at all these right here. They're ready to go. So any of those. Please don't let the ostriches out though, because I really am trying to dry out these gourds. And last time they stepped on 2 of them and broke them. And I really they have to stay on the vine, and that's kind of important. I'm gonna try to find time to clean out this tomato plant today. It's an early girl, and all of the tomatoes are close to ready. So I at least wanna, straighten it up and get the dry, dead stuff off of it. It's the end, y'all. And it's time to clean out and start new. In reality, I got a few peppers to pick, but either way, this is the last thing on the priority list, is this garden. Next up, if you're still here watching, thank you for staying along for Lester's chore list. So there are quite a few fruit trees, and this requires the hose from that spigot that, okay, it doesn't turn off anymore. You have to, at the end of the hose. So you have to go down there, turn it on, do all your chores, leave it on your last tree or spot. If you notice, I have it draped into the stand on the end, and then I leave it spraying while I go turn it off. And yes, I leave it draped out all over the yard because I'm gonna do it again today, and when you do it, you'll see too. So we got 2 trees up here that are very easy to forget. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, right here, and just make your way all the way up, okay? I know what you're saying. You're like, God, Jamie, how long does this take you? Full watering is about an hour. And it's kind of nice because I usually build my videos, finish responding to emails, read some comments, just have my phone in my hand, or just sit and just take a mental screen break and everything else. Ooh, there's an ostrich egg. So all of these trees, please do, okay, I know I said I talked about the priority list already. If I have a priority list of trees, if we can't get to all of them, it's these right here that hit the priority list. And I use this hose right here that comes from that spigot to be able to accomplish it. And then there's one last priority. It's these elephant ears right here. So spraying and soaking this, saturating the ground, is really the reason why it's gotten so big. All these bushes, yes, I do them as well, but that's because I enjoy this chore, and it's not even a chore to me. But if I had to choose and say, if you had only 3-4 minutes left, it would be this one. So that's it. Are you tired yet? Hold on. It's not a job to me. It's something I enjoy doing. It's something I enjoy caring for. I love to watch and get in there and clean it up, even though my garden doesn't really look like it. I told y'all, it's been a week, and I really need another week to get into all this, and really even more so to go spend some time with the animals. Now, I've been out there doing hooves, I've been out there doing waters, I've been out there spraying and doing my jobs and everything like that. But I haven't had that moment of like no camera in my hand, just, you know, connecting. And it's gonna have to wait a little bit longer because time is short. And well, life's busy. So, you see, that's how short time is. I even cut sleep back. But it's what we have to do, and we'll get through it. And thanks for joining me. Hopefully y'all can help Lester out.